Hello and welcome to a special edition of Nerd Alert. We're debuting a new segment today and it's called Player 2. We will get to meet our illustrious Player 2, your new BFF,
Hi.
Ivan Van Norman. If you recognize this cheerful visage, Ivan is from season 1 of TBS's King of the Nerds. He's also the creator of the game Outbreak Undead.
Right.
Hence the shirt.
All right. I got my zombie sporting today.
Yeah.
So, I guess they still consider me one of the first nerds.
Yes,
And,
an alpha,
yeah,
if you will.
an alpha nerd. And I like to make pen and paper role-playing games, so I guess they go tie into each other a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about Outbreak Undead.
It is a pen and paper role-playing game, and we say that because you actually use pen and paper in order to play the game. But it's also called book and dice, so it's in the style of the old school games like Dungeons and Dragons,
Yes.
Palladium, Rifts, all of the classics. But this is a zombie survival game. It allows you to accurately simulate any type of zombie apocalypse scenario under any circumstances you want, with any type of zombies that you want, to the degree that you can even play yourself as a character.
That's
Right.
the beauty of pen and paper.
You know what I like to say? Like, I love everything. Obviously, I'm a huge video gamer myself. We're going to be playing games
Yes,
today.
we are, very soon.
And I love that, but I still am a huge proponent that the ultimate processor, ready, is your imagination. Hey!
We're going to put a rainbow in there.
We're going to put a rainbow. So, it's true though, like the best stories are the ones that you come up with. And when you're with friends, that's the best
It's a great
multiplayer
bonding
experience you can be,
experience.
right? Yeah, exactly. Like you can Call of Duty, or you can hang out with friends, eat some chips and dip, and get into some storytelling.
Well, today we're actually going to play a video game.
Right.
Let's get to it.
All right.
We're in the game
We're
now.
in the game.
It's like Tron, but so much worse.
I know, I actually
Or
kind of-
better considering which Tron you're thinking about.
I know, and I look at it actually a little bit, and it makes me think of Willy Wonka as well too. I'm like, hey, Mom, I'm on television.
Oh, you're Mike TV.
Yeah,
there you
Mike
go.
TV,
We're
that's
both
right.
Mike TV
All right.
today.
So, Simpsons,
Yes, so
classic.
we've chosen this classic. You may remember it from pizzeria days of yore in your childhood.
Back when animatronic animals did this while you
It's
ate
your
pizza.
birthday,
It's-
you're the birthday,
Okay.
you're the birthday boy or
Okay.
girl.
Yeah.
So cute.
Right.
That is a Simpsons reference because we are fans of The Simpsons as
Right.
well. And in this game, it brings back some memories.
It's true. All the bits, all the glory. None of the cool stuff, though. I should let you know that there's no cool stuff to be had yet.
Look,
So.
this is an adventure that we're going to go on together, and I
Okay.
just didn't want to exclude you.
Oh, so we're gonna unlock cool stuff together.
Yeah.
All right.
as
I'll buy that.
Pals, and that's how it's going to work.
Frenzies. All right. And this is cool too. I thought this was fun mode. You can do quarters or team quarters. So it's
Which
like
one do you
you're-
think's better?
I think team. We gotta be a
Okay,
part of this
okay.
together.
All right,
I don't want
united.
each one of us to like be
So
leaning
you're
on
player
the other.
2, because the name of this segment is Player 2,
Right.
and it's about you. So we're going to talk about you a little bit while we
Okay.
play this.
That's very sweet. As
They
Bart,
already know everything about me. It's fine.
right?
Your big thing is you want to promote pen and paper and RPG and tabletop games. How do you? Well, there's also this level, like the days when we used to play games in a cabinet in an arcade.
Right?
Are you nostalgic for that too?
Well, I mean, have you ever been to like because there's actually kind of a thing floating around now, like the retro arcades.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's still lots of places where you can go, but they are totally like it's a novelty.
Yeah. I mean, do you think
absolutely.
like people will actually keep that going, or they'll think it's cool for a day and leave?
No, I mean, I actually don't know, because I can't say that I'm actively playing arcade games myself all the time. I do them because I want to relive that moment, play Gauntlet or Joust or something
Yeah.
fun. But I don't think it will necessarily go
suck.
away. I know we're doing terrible right now. And you got to keep them flashing. But I don't think pen and paper is at all in that same place, because...
No, because they've been around for years and years too, right?
Yeah,
But it's
since
just
the
like on a
70s.
lower scale, maybe.
Well, it's been on a scale in which, and it's funny because it's actually growing more than it has in because it was a niche thing very much in the 70s. It was equated very much with the kids who sat in their mother's basement and pretended they were dungeons and
See, people say
playing,
that like it's
fighting
a
dragons.
horrible thing.
It's
like,
not. Like that's
like, oh, those neckbeards sitting in the basement, but I don't think that's it. I mean, I've played a tabletop game with you,
Yeah.
and it was a great experience. It was a
Yeah, and it is very. I think, and I'm very adamant about this too. I think we're in a world in which social media very much is like disconnecting us from the world of people. Come on, don't let the CPU do it. Oh, asshole.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm last place.
Wah, wah. But we're so disconnected with social media around us. It's like we have thousands of friends. And like, I'll tell you, how many friends do you have on Facebook?
Hundreds.
Hundreds?
Yeah.
Okay, how many do you actually talk to?
Tens.
Tens?
Maybe.
Right?
That's even like a
It's great
high estimate.
It's a great way to stay connected, but you don't honestly have like strong interactions with people on social network nowadays. You know, it's again, it's a great
Well,
way
it's
to
like
like
you
keep
have
in
those
touch.
people there if, maybe you want to talk to them later, but how often do you?
Sure, but there's also this very archaic thing now that people realize it's like face-to-face interaction.
What?
You know, right?
We're sitting right next to each other, not looking at each other. I'm just saying.
And there's kind of that too. Although there's a Santa's little helper going away. I want donuts.
Santos El Helper.
Santa's little help. So I'd like to just, I think people are looking for that more often now. They're looking for ways to be around friends and still have a good time, still interact, and enjoy. Come on, there we go. Hammer, you got the hammer, Lisa.
I did from Millhouse.
There's gonna be teacups now. I hate the teacups. Go away.
I don't remember this. Oh, my
You don't
hammer.
remember this? Yeah, there was always some weird stuff in this game, and they're all the same
Why
guy.
do I see their feet?
Because they're walking around.
This is so dumb. That's not how it works. It's magnets.
Magnets. Magnets are rotating tracks.
Rotating discs. Yeah.
I got a tire. I got a tire. I got a tire. Hey, 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 hey. And tire. Oh no! He took my tire. A dick. And
So do you think that level of like interaction with your friends and actually relating is that the most important thing you think?
No, I think what it is just comes down to spending time with your friends and feeling happy. And I think we talked about this a little bit beforehand, but just creating stories and making experiences. Because if there's one thing I've seen with people who play role-playing games regularly, the one thing they love to do, and one of the things I think is very valuable in the pen and paper world is they tell stories.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I got to tell you about this one campaign in which I was this, and then this happened. I almost can tell stories about some of the characters that I've played, and they're more fun to talk about than my vacations sometimes.
Yeah. It's a vacation into the mind.
Into the mind of your
what
imagination.
See, the thing when I was getting to my first session with you and a bunch of other cool people was I felt really uncreative and a little bit like, what character am I going to create? Oh, I don't know. I'll just be a normal person.
It's like any other skill, to be honest with you. It's something that you grow and you learn and you adapt and you become part of it. Like no one's a master at anything when they first pick it up.
Oh, I am.
Like, oh yeah, right? you got into it.
No.
And more importantly, it's like even when you played, do you remember the first time you picked up a video game? Like when you had a controller in your hand?
Yeah, I think I was playing Punch-Out!
Playing Punch-Out!
Back in the day.
Were you amazing at it compared to now? No. Like, I feel the same way about...
I'm dead.
Just hit
Okay.
A and go through the continue. We're using up our quarters, right?
Quarters, it's
All
real.
our quarters. It's our virtual quarters, guys.
But anyway, back to,
It is a skill.
Do you think like it makes people more creative, or is it inherently for creative
Well,
people?
when nothing is, when you actually have to make something, in your mind, or you at least have to connect by coming up with stories, or at least participating in the story. I never realized this was just a giant crusty balloon.
I thought something was going to come out.
Then yeah, I do feel like inherently you're being creative. Like we are kind of spoon-fed stories nowadays, and trust me, there's some amazing stories that we all are a part of. Like I don't know if you played The Last of Us through yet.
Yeah, I played not all the way through though. Don't mess up the
I'm
ending for me.
not it's just a really good game. That's all.
Yes.
But those are absolutely amazing experiences. And I'm not trying to say that one is better at all. I'm just saying that they have created something different, by.
So do you think this is more or less to cover up the absence of good stories that were maybe in more mainstream entertainment?
I don't think there's an absence of good stories.
Or maybe a lack of a lot of them?
I think what it is it.
Because not every game's The Last of Us. Not every game is going to be, achievement unlocked, what up?
There you go. Falling to Smithers. Oh, he was in the balloon. Oh, see?
This is so good.
Now I'm getting the story a bit more.
And now I'm understanding the importance of creating your own story.